Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We've got our breakfast made and we got our homeschool done, and now the kids got these hammock chairs for Easter and they want to try them out, sit in them. So we're gonna open them up and see if we have to do any kind of putting together.
We probably will. Can I start?
Don't cut yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to hold these as I pull what I can off. I'm gonna set this stuff. Okay. Oh, that was easy. Oh wait, see the hammock point. There's a hammock.
There it is.
Yeah, back.
Hold that for me.
What is that?
And once you get that out, I'll get this out. There we go. And hold that for me.
Yep. Why would they put this in, not? Now I can't get my hammock out. Lucas, sit down, please. I need you to pull the bottom of this. Oh! Man, Nathan, you are right.
That's pretty simple. Get out of the way, buddy.
Of course it has to be that simple. I put the... No, people are getting into it. Only us who get the hammocks. Other people have hammocks. Hammock chairs.
Hold on. Let's see.
I'm over here struggling.
Are you struggling?
Yep. Because I put a darn knot in here. Ugh. Lucas, can you pull?
No.
Pull with all your might. Run! Run, I say! Out loud for me.
Have a sit down there, buddy.
Can you pull? Wow. Yeah, I can put it together if you can put his together. Perfect. How lovely.
Calm down, Tony. It's gonna be all right. What do you think, Lucas? You like it? It's 175 pounds, so it should last you for a long time.
And when Will is 6 and
Careful.
8.
Yeah, even when you're 6 and 8.
Ah, that would still be good, and we would still not fall.
Right?
Yeah. We might fall for. This is perfectly comfy.
There.
This is perfectly comfy.
Perfectly comfy. There we go,
I
little
didn't
Harold.
get it. Oh, damn this.
Sit down there and try that out.
Oh gosh. It's like a tiny little.
What do you think about that?
Wow. It puts a swing on.
So what do you say to Miss Deb for getting you these nice
Thank
chairs?
you. Thank you.
Well, we got our dishes all cleaned up from breakfast back here. Now we're going to dirty up some more. That's the way it goes, right? We're going to make our beef tallow pie crust that I've been wanting to make. So I've tried to keep everything really cold. The butter has been in the freezer. The beef tallow spread out on some parchment paper and let it freeze. That way I can cut it up into little pieces. It's easier to get out of this than it is the jar. The water's been in the refrigerator. Got salt, apple cider vinegar. Okay, let's see what we can do with this thing. Okay, we need some salt. We got 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. Gonna put in about 1.5 teaspoons or so of salt. Mix that up real good. Get it all over my counter. All right. Now, I'm going to put in 1 stick of, I'm using unsalted butter because the recipe called for salt in the flour. You could use salted butter if you want to, but I wouldn't put as much regular salt in there. See if we could just get this torn up here. You got to work pretty quickly because it's going to get warm, melt on you. This is 2/3 of a cup of beef tallow. There we go. Now, you can use your fingers if you want. I'm using a pastry blender. We're going to try to work this in here until it's all crumbly looking. Hey! Alright, I think we finally got this to where we can work with it.
Yeah.
Do you think so too, Lucas?
Yep.
Just looks kind of crumbly, shaggy looking.
Yeah. I can see you.
You can see me?
Yeah. You're doing perfect.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because I'm
Alright,
watching.
now we're going to add in a teaspoon of this apple cider vinegar. I was afraid I was going to do that. It's alright though.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just a little bit at a time. I think of probably going to use about up to 1/2 cup. We're just going to do a little
It just went off.
A little bit at a time. Okay, baby, don't bump it, okay?
Why? Okay.
Don't bump it.
This.
Yeah, don't bump it.
Why?
Because
It will fall.
it will fall over.
And I could probably catch it. If I did, then that would be wonderful. If I could catch it,
Yeah,
that would be wonderful.
don't know that you could though.
Yep. I think I could.
You think you could?
Yep. I think it's almost dead.
Can you get me the cold water out of the refrigerator?
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Yes. I will. Oh! I
Be
can
careful.
barely hold it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look. Don't summon Dad.
If you're like me, you use old jugs. You repurpose them. They come in handy.
Yeah. Oh, jugs. Jugs. Sometimes you don't need to, sometimes you do.
My goodness.
Yeah, my goodness.
This is some thirsty flour.
Yeah, it's some thirsty flour. It's so thirsty. Power. It's power.
Power button.
Power
We're
button.
almost there.
Oh,
Oh,
it's thirsty.
it's the thirsty flour.
Dump the whole thing.
No, I don't want to dump the whole thing
Why?
because I don't want it too wet.
To be ruined.
Yeah.
Then I will
And
go.
there we're
Kaboom!
just about able to work with it. I think just about.
Oh, so thirsty. How's it so thirsty? Way too thirsty. The counter.
Just a little bit. Try not to get too much.
Oh, making a mess.
That's okay. I'll clean it up.
Once we get done with this,
Now we have us a big old ball of dough
yep,
and another dirty dish, don't we?
yeah. Just one more little bit.
And when we cut it this time, like that,
Cut it
then we're going to make
2 times.
each half into a ball. Yeah. There we go. Now we're going to take some plastic wrap.
Yep.
We're going to wrap each ball.
Yep.
And we're going to let these rest in the refrigerator all day until tonight when I get ready to roll them out. Hopefully they'll roll right. And use them for a homemade chicken pot pie.
It's wrapped as plastic.
Yep. Wrap that as
I
plastic.
finally finished my nails.
Okay. I have such trouble working with plastic wrap. Does anybody else have trouble working with plastic wrap, or is it just me? I have such trouble. I hate having to work with it.
What?
It sticks to itself better than it sticks to anything else.
I don't know if that's true.
Can you put that in the refrigerator for me, Tutti Frutti?
Yep. Then I can do that.
Oh,
Now
you
it's
can do
freezing
the other.
cold.
Okay. Let me get this
Cut.
cut.
I can't believe I'm gonna touch it.
I'm excited. I made a dough ball.
Go ball.
Yeah.
I get that one to put it in. Like bread.
I've never made my own pie crust before. It excites me. Put that in the fridge for me.
It's like
We're going to get our mess cleaned up, and I'll see you later when we're ready to roll the dough out. While we're waiting for time to make our pie crusts, I thought I'd go ahead and make the body butter that I wanted to. This is going to be some whipped body butter. I've got it set up kind of like this. I don't know if you can see that or not. I just got my measuring cup sitting on a hot plate in a pot of hot water. Get you set right. I'm going to be using the beef tallow, and this is a ½ a cup, which is 4 ounces. And then I'm going to use 1 ounce of this organic jojoba or jojoba. How do you say that word? I'm not sure. But this, I'm going to use 1 ounce of this, which is like a tablespoon. I am going to be putting in some essential oils for myself. I'm going to be using neroli and white orchid, and that's just because both of them are soothing. They're relaxing, calm the nerves. I do know that there are some people who cannot be around essential oils or can't have them on their skin or anything, so please, I'm not a doctor. I don't pretend to be. Talk to your medical professional before using any kind of essential oils. Now we're just going to put this in here in our makeshift double boiler and get this melted up together. Shouldn't take too long. You could use some other kind of carrier oil or butter, or, shea butter, coconut oil, even extra virgin olive oil if you wanted to. That's looking pretty full right there. Dump that in there with that. And it's already starting to melt. It don't take long for that tallow. It melts really quickly. Now, in doing research for this, I did read that for every 7 ounces of some type of carrier oil or shea butter or something like that, you can use 45 to 85 drops, I think it was, of essential oils, and it just sounds like a whole lot to me. So I'm going to err on the side of caution and not use that much. But I did want to try this because I have this huge spot of dry skin right here. And I just want to see if it will help. That melted really quickly. Of course, it doesn't take long at all for the beef tallow to melt. But in our 5 ounces here, once this cools down, let this cool for a little bit. In these 5 ounces, I'm probably only going to put 25 to 30 drops or so. I was reading again about the essential oils, and I found somewhere on the internet that six drops per ounce was the ratio. I've got 5 ounces here between the 4 ounces of the beef tallow and the 1 ounce of the other carrier oil, and so I'll do 15 drops of each scent. This is Neroli and White Orchid. I think they smell really good together. But for now, we're just going to let this sit here. I'm going to get it out of this hot water, and I'm going to sit it on a towel and just let it cool down for a little bit because it's too hot to put our essential oils in there right now. Alright, it's time to move on to the filling for the chicken pot pie that we're making tonight. We've got our butter melted here in the pot. We're going to add a little bit of flour. 1 cup. Try to thicken it. That'll be your thickener. I always get it too thick when it's just that. This is a 1.25 cups of
warm water?
Chicken broth.
Chicken broth.
Or in my case, bouillon cubes, because that's what I had to use tonight. And this is a can of evaporated milk. Evaporated milk is what makes it so creamy.
But it's supposed to be creamy? Okay, cool.
And we're just going to mix this all together and try to get all the lumps of flour out of it that we can.
Yeah, because we don't want any lumps of flour, otherwise we're going to be eating flour.
Flour lumps just wouldn't taste very good, would they?
Yeah. And we got weird chicken. Not weird chicken, but chicken I don't know the name.
Yeah, Nana's cheating again. Usually I like to fry up some boneless, skinless chicken breasts and use the real chicken in here, what I call real chicken. But I didn't have any tonight, so we are using chunk chicken breast.
Yep.
I've got 2 cans of it.
This is what it looks like. Yeah, you can see it. See? Oh, yeah.
A chunk of flour right there.
Yeah, with stuff in it.
And
just
we'll be adding in a can of veggie.
Wait, are you gonna leave the peas in for me? Please, I love peas.
She's the only one in the house who likes those little English peas.
I do.
Little green ones.
I do. Me and Lucas do.
Oh, you like them too, Lucas?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Sound good. I taste Oh, yes, and Mama's.
They're just not my favorite
Damn.
pea in the world. I refuse to eat them. I dig through my stuff if I leave them in there. I'll dig through my pot pie and give all my peas to
Lucas for me.
Tootie and Blue there. Alright, we are thickening up pretty good here. I turned my burner down to medium low. I'm going to add my chicken, my vegetables, and a few little seasonings. One can. There's the other can. My help went back outside to play. There's my vegetables. She'll be happy I left the peas in for her. Now to this we're going to add bouillon is salty to me, so I'm not going to add the normal amount of salt. It calls for a teaspoon and a half, but I'm only going to go maybe a teaspoon. Maybe some black pepper, a little bit. I have ripped my nails to shreds this week. I just had for this month. It's been a long month. And a bit, about 1/8 of a teaspoon or so of black pepper. And then we're gonna add this would be probably, get it turned right. About, I think it calls for a 1/4 teaspoon. Sometimes I put a little more. I'll taste it before I put it in the pie shell. If I think it needs more, I'll add more. You hear the dogs playing in the background. They sound like they're not playing, but they are. Right, now while this is continuing to sit there and thicken, we will get the pie shells made. Alright, got our dough ball, one of our dough balls taken out of the refrigerator. And I'm going to see if I can get it to do right. Man, that's tough.
And the peas.
I left the peas in for you.
Yeah. And Lucas.
And Lucas. Yeah, I keep forgetting that you like them, Lucas.
Yeah. Mama used to have to give all her peas to me and Lucas when she made food with peas.
Yeah.
That
Got my deep dish pie plate.
Yeah. Flip it upside down and sit down.
Let's see.
Lucas, stop. What?
I can get this in there.
I have no idea. Wow.
Just like that. Look at there.
Thank you. It's supposed to hang out.
So I will cut off the
Hangs.
edges.
Where are you going to do with the edges? Cook it.
I did it.
Where are you going to cut off the edges? That would be cool to get to see.
Please don't touch that.
I just touched the
Wait.
edge.
Did not wash your hands.
We haven't touched frogs. Lucas has. Lucas, stop touching them. My hands are kind of clean. Mine too. They pretty much are.
You're 7, your hands aren't clean.
This morning, it was like earlier. What do you think you'll do with the edges?
I don't know, my dear. I don't know. My mother used to take them pie crust and roll it out real flat and put butter and cinnamon and sugar on top. Spread it on top of them and then roll it up. And she would slice them and put them in the oven, and they would make little cookies.
That sounds yummy.
It was pretty yummy.
Good. That was back then, but we didn't get to try. And there's Robert or Mama?
Look, I have made a pie shell. Look, Robert.
Who's stealing?
Don't touch that.
Please be quiet, because
This is thickened up quite a bit, so I'm going to turn my temperature back down. I had turned it up, and I'm going to turn it back down. We'll work on our top crust.
yeah. Why are you gonna make a mess again? Well, yeah, we can do make messes.
Okay. All right. We've got both of our pie crust done. And this goes in here. Let's see.
Whoa! Oh, careful.
I always feel like it's going to run over, but it never does. But just in case, I'll set it on a little tray so I don't make a mess in the oven.
In the oven.
Yep, because then we have to bake it.
Oh, yeah.
I did go back and add a little bit more Creole, not very much, just a little bit.
Because if you don't finish your pie crust, you're gonna,
I'm gonna be sad.
yeah.
There we go. Just cut this. And here.
Looks pretty darn good. Sure.
Well, let's just hope. Now we're just going to take this butter knife and put some little slits in it and let the steam out.
The steam is gonna want to come out.
Then we're just going to bake it 350-degree oven for 40 to 45 minutes till it's browned. If the edges start to get burnt, then you can put a little tin foil around the edge, or if you have one of those silicone pie edge things, you can use that. Alright, time will tell.
Time will
Alright,
tell.
the chicken pot pie is still going in the oven. We've switched gears again. And we're back to the body butter. This has cooled down enough. It's got a skim over the top of it. I can touch the glass, and it's turning a milky color. So I'm going to go ahead and put these drops in here. This is 15 drops of the white orchid. Close enough. And 15 of the neroli. There we go. We're just going to stir this up. And I'm going to let this continue to sit here until it gets a little bit harder, not completely solid. Just soft enough that I can blend it up.
Does that have to be lotion?
Well, we got it all whipped up. It looks like Cool
Edible
Whip.
stuff.
I
Smell?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It still smells like meat.
Can I smell?
I don't know how to make it not smell like meat. I can't use any more essential oils, so if you have any suggestions, leave it in the comments.
Smell?
It really smells like meat.
Can I smell, Nana?
Yeah, it's also one of these. Neroli or white orchid? I don't know. White orchid, probably. It really smells like, it just smells like meat. It's very pretty. It turned out wonderfully. Let's see.
You just used it.
I don't know, maybe once it gets on your skin, it won't smell like meat. I have no idea. I can smell a little of the essential oils, but they're really overpowered
By the meat.
by the beef smell. No. Set this to the side for a minute because the pot pie is done. We're gonna cut it and see if the crust is any good. I hope so.
I mean, it looks.
If you can pause. Moment of truth.
Does it
You
taste
got
like?
to try it. What do you think it's gonna taste like, Tina?
I think it's gonna taste like normal chicken pot pie.
Normal chicken pot pie?
Yeah, but
Probably.
maybe with a hint of a little different flavor for the crust.
Well, I do not know.
I don't know.
We shall find out.
Are you gonna ask me?
What do you think it's gonna taste like, Lucas Clayton?
Oh, I think it's gonna turn out different than last time.
Think so?
Yeah. Yeah, I think this time it might be way better. We
Well,
had
Rain works, right? All right.
Can't see his head.
Let's see.
Try.
Give it a bite with the crust and the innards. It's gonna be hot. My hand's hot holding the plate.
Is it good? It is.
That's pretty good.
I want to try. I'll try.
I think it could have stood to cook a little bit more.
Oh, is it still kind of doughy?
No, it's not doughy. It's just not as flaky as what I thought it would be.
Oh.
But I didn't let it sit as long either because it says, it recommends that you let it sit for at least 24 hours and I didn't do that. It sat all day, but not 24 hours.
All day?
Yeah.
Why? I want to try some. Me too.
You wanna try a bite?
Me too. I want that bite. Oh. Oh.
Can't have that one.
Because they ate it. I want that one. Yes. I want
Tutti Frutti.
I want to try a piece of crust. It is my fork. Oh. Hot? Mmm.
It is warm.
Mmm.
What you think, Lucas?
Good.
Good stuff?
Yeah. Tastes like normal. 200 stars. I give it
200 stars. My goodness.
I give it 100 stars. 100 stars.
Right. Here, let me see if I can get this out and I'll put it on your plate.
My plate.
Your plate.
Hey, yeah.
Wow. There you go. Now that is very hot, okay?
I got a pee. And the grown-ups did not get a pee.
I'm so glad.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like the peas.
Me. I said, yeah, I like the peas. Me and Lucas.
Alright, give me your plate.
This is very heavy.
There we go. Alright. There's our some recipes made with our beef tallow. And I'm not overly impressed with the body butter because it smells like meat.
I'm not. Does it
With
always?
pot pie.
I'm surprised.
It's good.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Okay. It's been about 30-ish, 45 minutes since I put this on my arm. And it doesn't smell so much like beef anymore. So after it's been on your skin for a while, you can only smell, or you can mostly smell, I'll put it that way, the essential oils that you put in there, but not so much the beef. Just wanted to tell you that. Bye. What are you going to say to everybody?
I don't know. Hey.
What about you, Miss Scarlett?
Hello.
My little tutti frutti. What are you going to say to everybody?
Bye.
Bye.